We are here today on a happy moment to witness the delivery of some of the largest contingent of vaccines that Kenya has ever received at a go. Some 4.3 million doses of Johnson & Johnson from the Federal Republic of Germany, and later tonight we shall also be receiving some 400,000 doses of AstraZeneca vaccines from Argentina, and in the course of the week we shall also be receiving some 1.2 million doses again of Johnson & Johnson from the United States of America. I would like to take this opportunity first to thank Ambassador Gonta for the generosity that has been exhibited by the People's Republic of Germany, and to say that Germany is doing this at a time when they are having very serious challenges. They have donated these vaccines at a time when their hospitals are stretched and at a time of their hour of need. And therefore, for once, we are seeing a country that is donating vaccines at a time when their own country is very, very challenged. And I want, on behalf of the Kenya government and the Kenyan people, to pass a special thanks of appreciation to the German people through you, Ambassador, your Chancellor, and your government for the generosity which you have expressed to the Kenyan people. This Johnson & Johnson vaccines, as you know, are a single shot vaccines. Therefore, when you say 4.3 million doses, you are actually talking about 4.3 million Kenyans. And for that, we are very grateful. We are also thanking the people of Argentina through the acting ambassador, through the Charge d'Affaires, who is here with us, and to say that we appreciate Argentina is a South country, and this is real South-to-South cooperation that they can sacrifice some of their vaccines for us and the rest of the countries in the South that you continue to help. So as a nation, we appreciate the generosity of other nations. And through all this practice, it therefore means that Kenya stands at a very comfortable position as far as the vaccination of our people is concerned. And there is no excuse for anybody to say that now we don't have vaccines, now we have long queues. The Ministry of Health, represented here by the DG, as well as the chairman of the task force, are going to ensure that we have got a perfect system where the Chanjo system is working, and the Chanjo system is going to continue working. We are not going to change the Chanjo system, and there's a message that should go to all those who might be mudslinging the system so that we can change it and buy something. It's not going to happen. So we know it is working, and we have assured Kenyans that upon vaccination, there will be a certification process, either on your phone, by which you can prove that you have been vaccinated. Because what we are trying to avoid is a crisis come the 21st of December. We have set that deadline very clearly and a long time ago to say that if you want to get on the train, if you want to go to a restaurant, if you want to go to a government office, if you want to get onto a plane, if you want to leave Kenya, you will have to be vaccinated. And for that reason, we are telling Kenyans, don't wait for the last moment. Let's not be the usual thing of waiting until the last minute for you to start rushing for your vaccine. The best time is now. The best time is the hour that you have. Go and get vaccinated. At the same time, we have also said that effective the same date, anybody coming from outside Kenya will also need to be fully vaccinated. And the airlines have been informed that if anybody gets into an aircraft and comes into the country not having been vaccinated, they become the problem of the airline, not the problem of Kenya. Consequently, we would expect that people boarding will indeed be vaccinated. But we will also reciprocate by saying that Kenyans traveling overseas also need to be vaccinated. And so our airlines, Kenya Airways, and our system will ensure that that is the case. I wish to reiterate that we are not forcing any Kenyan to be vaccinated. It is not mandatory vaccination. If you don't want to be vaccinated, that's fine with us. But do not expect us to risk all other Kenyans who want to be vaccinated because of you. So you'll be free to operate in a manner that you can. I'm sure you'll be quite creative in doing so, but we cannot risk other Kenyans because of the fact that one or two people do not wish to be vaccinated. And I am happy, and I congratulate Kenyans. They are coming out in droves. They are coming out in large numbers to be vaccinated. And we are happy at the response that we have seen, and is to urge them to continue doing the same. We are asking and appealing the border riders. We know we are working with you. We appreciate what you are doing. It is a question of ensuring that come this day, just protect yourself, ensure that the person you are giving a ride is also vaccinated. We are working with the Matatu people so that by the time you board a Matatu, you are not risking the driver, you are not risking the helpers, you are not risking the other people inside the Matatu because you are also vaccinated. We are appealing to the Interfaith Council, and I'm happy about those people who are urging people to get vaccinated in the churches, in the mosques. We are prepared, and the county governments, as Wambora is here, chairman, and you talk to this, about how we are working with the county governments so that the county governments can also weigh in and ensure that the marketplaces have got vaccination centers. And if we do so, we can save the lives of Kenyans, and we can open up our economy and keep the economy going. So essentially what we are therefore saying is that for all that to happen, it is happening because of our own government spending money, exchequer's money, your own taxes to buy vaccines. But at the same time, we are also very grateful for the generosity of our people, of our partners who have continued to help us. And I would like at this moment, before I ask, say that to Kenyans, that even as we accept these gifts, particularly from Germany and the rest of Europe, let me also ask Kenyans to keep the friends in Germany and to keep the German people in our minds and in our thoughts, and to pray that they also can overcome this as quickly as possible. We would like to have, Germany is one of the biggest sources of tourism into Kenya, and one of the biggest trading partners. So we are with you, we are solidary with you also in our thoughts and in our prayers that the pandemic, the spreading virus in your country will come to an end, and we know that that will happen. As I invite Governor Wambora to talk about the participation that we are doing, let me also make an appeal to the world community that even as we face these challenges, let us remember that governments have now developed structures and systems that can keep people safe, and to urge that what we are trying to keep away is not people. Let us keep the virus away, not keep people away. And we know how to deal with the virus now. And because we know how to deal with the virus, we can keep the economy going, provided we get our people vaccinated. Vaccine is the way forward. But we are also appealing for the global community not to have a knee-jerk reaction to situations. Variants will come and variants will go. That is the nature of the viruses we are dealing with. And therefore, we need to be calm when reacting to these situations, and we need to understand what reaction and the effect of the reaction so that we do not overreact to situations that face us now and in the future. And news that is sensationalized. We have said time and again, vaccines are free in this country. There is not a single governor or a single CC for health who has said that we have a shortage of vaccines in any county in this country. In any case, even if that was the case, I fail to see the link between shortage of vaccines and the chanjo system. So this attempt to link the chanjo system so that the chanjo system doesn't seem like a good system is not going to work. You know, clearly that is a fake attempt to try and make the government buy another system instead of using the chanjo system. I can assure those who are trying to do that it is not going to work. We have a chanjo system that is working, and in any case, we have announced again and again that there is no vaccines for sale. Now, if you are so foolish that you actually go and pay for something that is free, then you should probably just throw away the money. There is no vaccines for sale. And we would like to see somebody go to a police station, report to the CEC, report to the head of the hospital, and say that somebody was trying to sell vaccines to me. So as far as I'm concerned, there could be some criminal elements who may want to sell vaccines, but frankly, they should have nobody to sell to, because vaccines are free. So why would you want to go and pay? Why would you insist on paying something free? And if you insist on paying for something free, surely that is not the Ministry of Health issue. You are foolish. Next. Anybody else? Asanteni sana. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Those who are paying, don't pay. And take the vaccine and refuse to pay. Let them take you to court because they refuse to pay. But if you insist on paying, frankly, I don't know. Anyway, asanteni sana. Good night and thank you all.